Hi, Desert Hot Springs. Scott Mattis, your mayor, coming to you with a special message. We've had a lot of Facebook talk and a lot of talk within the community after the tragic death of a high school student here at Desert Hot Springs while crossing the street not long ago. At the last city council meeting, we had a large contingent of family members and friends come to the city council meeting upset that the area that this tragedy happened is not lit enough. And we wanted to talk about that today, but first I wanted to reach out to the family and the mother and again tell them how sorry we are. The city council are 5 people that are elected citizens of Desert Hot Springs that have families, children. My wife and I have 5 children, and I can't imagine the pain that this woman would have to go through losing her daughter to this tragedy. So our heartfelt grievances and condolences go out to this family, and we want to make sure that's very clear. Our city staff has been working hard over the last 2 years to bring the priorities of our city council to fruition, and one of those priorities is transportation and safety. Safety on these streets have been very important to us. We have been talking about it for years, but there hasn't been a lot of money in the general fund. And once the money opened up, including grants, we applied. And the City of Desert Hot Springs received just under $3 million in grant funding for transportation safety in Desert Hot Springs. Unfortunately, the way the process works is once you receive the money, you've got to engineer the projects. You've got to make sure they're safe. It's not just taking a street light and throwing it up because people want it there. You have to actually warrant the issue and make sure it's there for a reason. The City Council approved a little over a month ago the extra lighting along Palm Drive from Camino Aventura to Two Bunch Palms Trail. This project will entail 23 extra lights, new bus stop beacons, crosswalks, changing of the lanes so that they'll be safer when people drive. We've already started with adding a speed sign that actually has your speed on it along that stretch. But a lot of people don't realize that when you put art up in the community or you do landscaping, that these are specific funds that developers pay into or taxpayers pay to. We can't just take money from the art fund and put up a street light. It just doesn't work that way. The law is very specific that if a developer comes in and puts money for police stations or puts money for fire stations or puts money for art, that money has to be spent there. So the City of Desert Hot Springs has been working with its pots of money to try to figure out ways to make our streets safer. And again, receiving just under $3 million in funding, the City Council has been planning for over a year to make that stretch of that roadway safer by adding sidewalks, street lights, bus beacons, and those types of things. We'll also be adding street lights to Palm Drive from Pearson Boulevard to Hacienda. Unfortunately, Desert Hot Springs has been the second highest city in the Coachella Valley in pedestrian fatalities and casualties. So this has been very important to the City Council since I became your mayor, and we want to make sure it continues to be a focus. Desert Hot Springs, this is a two-way street. I want to be your mayor. I want to be the mayor you want me to be. Our City Council wants to help you, but you have to be there and tell us what you need. When these tragedies happen and people come in, they want instant gratification by getting these things done. We want you to be part of government. I met with some students and a young man before the City Council meeting the other night and talked about the issues and how they can help. And one of the questions from Mr. Gamboa from the Desert Hot Springs High School, he asked, what can we do? You can get involved. You can organize. Me as your mayor telling you to cross safely at a street or those types of things doesn't come across as much as maybe your classmate or your neighbor saying, hey, let's do something about this. Let's organize a small group of people and let's educate people. We've been working closely with Desert Regional Medical Center, who's gone out and done some educational programs on pedestrian safety. This isn't enough. Let's talk to our high school students. Let's talk to our elementary school students. Let's talk to our young adults about driving safer. Let's talk about safety. Desert Hot Springs Police Department is fully staffed for the first time in 10 years. We've actually trained a motor officer that'll be on the streets soon. But what more can we do? Again, a two-way conversation. I have broad shoulders and I was elected to this position to have those, and if you want to blame me for the issues that aren't happening, I'm good with that. But I don't know where to fix things if you're not there with us. So get involved. If you need to know where to get involved, contact my office at scottmattis.com. I'm on Facebook. You can follow my message each month. I've been talking about this grant for over a year and what safety issues we were going to put on those streets. Let's use this that another student doesn't die or another resident of Desert Hot Springs doesn't get hurt. Let's use this to our advantage by banding together as a community and finding solutions. My cell phone is on my business card here at City Hall, 760-200-7428. I always return calls. So if you have questions or comments, you can Facebook me or call me, and I'll be there for you as your mayor. Thank you, Desert Hot Springs.